Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here for a album ranking video, and it's going to be for the singer JoJo, and I'm not going to be ranking her Christmas album, EPs, or mixtapes, so this will be a shorter ranking since I only rank studio albums when I do these kind of ranking videos. So I'm glad that I finally get to rank JoJo's albums because I only knew a few of her songs, but I got to listen to each album, so I finally get to rank her albums, but it is just based upon my opinion as usual, so some of these entries may be controversial. I just wanted you guys to know that before I started with the ranking itself. So with that being said though, let's finally go ahead and get started with ranking these JoJo albums. So number 4 in my ranking is going to be her latest album, Good to Know. This was released in the year 2020. I know this is going to be controversial to a lot of JoJo fans, but I just don't really care for this album too much. I mean, I don't think it's bad, but I have some complaints with it. For one, I just think it's way too short of an album. And for two, JoJo's vocals just didn't really do much for me on this album as well. I mean, I know she's not a teenager anymore. I definitely understand that. But it seemed like back in the day, her vocals were way better than they are now. But however, I still think Good to Know was a decent album for what it was. So yeah. Some songs though I liked though from the album would be So Bad. Light was pretty good. Small Things was an amazing song. One of my favorites on the album. Lonely Hearts was really good. Think About You was a pretty good song. And Don't Talk Me Down was also pretty good. So yeah. I don't think this is a bad album at all. But it is my least favorite JoJo album. Still not a bad album though. So yeah. This album kicks off my ranking in at number 4. So it's still a good album. Number 3 is going to be her 2016 album, Mad Love, which is her third album. And her third album was originally going to be released all the way back out in 2009. But she had some issues with her record labels, and she didn't get to release a third album until 2016. So yeah, we got Mad Love in the year 2016. And I actually like this album more than I thought I would. It shows JoJo can still make great music, even like she did in the 2000s. Even after a 10-year break with not releasing any studio albums, she came back here with this album, Mad Love, and she done great on it, in my opinion. I think it's a good album. So yeah, you got songs like Music, I Can Only with Alessia Cara, Fuck Apologies with Wiz Khalifa, Honest, Like This, Edibles, and I Am, just to name some songs. So yeah, Mad Love, definitely a good album. So if you're a fan of JoJo's music, then you should check out the album Mad Love if you never heard it, because it's a good album. So yeah, I like the whole album besides 2 songs. So yeah, it's a good album from JoJo. Number 2 is going to be her self-titled debut album, released in the year 2004. And JoJo was 13 years old, I think, when this album came out. So that's actually crazy to think that, because she was only a teenager. But yeah, she's definitely a talented artist overall. Even back then she was, and she still is. So yeah, her self-titled album though is definitely an amazing album from start to finish. No bad songs on this album at all, or no filler songs. Just an amazing album from beginning to end. So yeah, you got songs like Breezy, Baby It's You, The Happy Song, City Lights, Leave Get Out, which is her debut single released back in 2004. Use My Shoulder was another amazing song on the self-titled debut album. Never Say Goodbye was an amazing song. Weak and Fairy Tales, just to name some songs from the album. So yeah, her self-titled album is just an amazing album, and it still stands the test of time. It's an album that's just amazing, and I would go on to say it is one of the best female R&B albums of the 2000s era, and I truly mean that because JoJo showed that not only was she a teenager on this album, but she can actually sing music, and yeah, this album just showcases her talent when she was a teenager, and that's actually crazy to think, like I said, because she was only 13 when she released this album. So yeah, her second album was good too, so let's go ahead and finish the ranking here. So yeah, my number one JoJo album is her second album, The High Road. This was released in the year 2006. Like I just said, this is another good album from JoJo. It's my favorite JoJo album, her album The High Road. Lots of great songs. Got songs like This Time, The Way You Do, the big hit Too Little Too Late, like that. Good old Coming For You, definitely an amazing song. One of my favorites on the album. Let It Rain was really great, and the ballad Note to God. So yeah, this album is just amazing. It was another great album from JoJo that she once again showcased. Not only was she still a teenager on this album, but she surprised everyone with this album because it's such an amazing album, and I truly mean that. And I still agree that it is one of the best albums of 2006, because when I did Best Albums of 2006 video on my channel a few weeks or so ago, I ended up having that album on the list, and I still stand by that because this album was just amazing from beginning to end. So yeah, her first two albums are really great. I mean, I like all four of her albums, but yeah, JoJo, definitely not a bad album in her discography. So yeah, guys, let me know how you guys would rank her albums. But before I go, I'm going to recap my ranking just so you guys can see how I ranked her albums. So kicking off the ranking in at number 4 was her 2020 album, Good to Know. Number 3 was her album, Mad Love, from 2016. Number 2 was her self-titled debut album from 2004. And number 1 was The High Road from the year 2006. So yeah, guys, with that being said, let me know how you guys would rank all of JoJo's albums. Let me know some of your favorite songs from JoJo. Maybe one of these days I can have a top 10 or top 15 songs video for JoJo, since I've finally gotten to more her music, since I only knew her popular stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely glad I gave her newer music a chance finally after this whole time. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.